So, hi everybody. Um, I don't really know how should I start this video, but I've been back after about a month of not creating this video, and there's a lot of things that has happened, and after all this kind of inactivity that's been going on me when making YouTube videos, it just makes me feel like I don't know how do I be able to express through this recording or through this audio recording of whenever I want to express my words and something like that, because it's been a month, so it's like everything that I adapted through that capacity or that ability to record videos like this, it's also unlearning. And it's also because I've been also occupied with a lot of things as well, since after creating that video, I had also to deal with Hell Weeks and then breaks, and with those breaks I decided to do things on my own. That's where I got occupied and then didn't have any much time to do YouTube. But you know as when this video comes, it's not that, once again, the kind of scheduling that I have for this, when it comes to my YouTube channel, is it's pretty much spontaneous, so it doesn't have any specific schedule, and yeah, it's pretty much that low key. So right now, it's not that I'm talking like this because it's, I find it convenient for me that, whenever something happens to me and then it just makes me feel like expressing it, but it just makes me feel like I want to share some kind of insight when it comes to what I'm going through now. I'm not sure if that makes enough sense, but the kind of life that I've been living in right now, it's like I've been noticing how throughout the past few days, ever since I returned back to school for just this week, if that makes sense. Like I started in May 6th, and yeah, it started in May 6th. That was the time I go back, or that was the exact day I was going back to classes. And then ever since it started there, and also noting how, the entire week is also going to be online classes because of the hot weather that's been going on in my country. And when it comes to hot countries, it gives you so much. It makes you feel like, or it just makes you struggle when it comes with, in your day-to-day lives, because having to deal with the heat weather. So you also have those urges to open the ACs or the electric fans, anything that can cool yourself off, and those times they just feel like hell, bro. And yeah, the way I would just have to reflect about this, like this very moment nowadays, because I feel like I've been noticing how my days continue to suck. And when I talk about that way of my days being suck, I meant it in a way where the momentum of how my days have been going just keep going on and on and on. Like very much the very first week of my school, I've been already having to deal with starting another research with my group mates, and knowing how it's gonna be. Like, let's just say that my school is very much trimester, and whenever you have to say trimester, it's like you only have 4 months. I think it's about, yeah, 4 months to finish all those subjects. So within those 4 months, it's also very much different from semester. If you calculate the amount of months that you need to accomplish for 1 year, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about, but let's just say that you only have 4 months to complete a single term, because yeah, that's how the school works. And then having to be faced, like right away in the very first week of your school, you have to face a lot of work, especially research work, because research work is, even if it's not really my type of tea that I want to do it to myself, it's also one of those major stressors that's also putting my life down recently, especially as to why I've been falling apart every single day. Not to try to say it as if I'm exaggerating, but this is how it feels like, getting all of these feelings once more, where you feel like giving up, you feel like your day is very much sucky, you feel like your day, you feel like, it just gets you feeling hopeless about your future. It just gets you feel like questioning about the position that I've been in, and something that life wants to put me in question of when it comes with what I'm doing, or when it comes with the purpose that I have now. And it's like, it's so difficult. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense with what I say here, but I hope you keep with everything that I'm saying right now, like the thought processes and everything. But like, when it comes to those kinds of difficulties, and then just because they're so hard, like the way they hit you so bad is so brutal, to the point that it tries to question how, it tries to question your capabilities of yourself. And knowing how this kind of pain that you've been dealing is not really that much similar as how you've tolerated before. That's where it really sucks, because this is what I usually wouldn't experience on like the previous terms, because the previous terms felt more fun, but as of this now, it felt more serious. Or as my classmates would say, or yeah, bloody, because it's that brutal. But those kinds of difficulties, just because they suck so much that it drains the hell out of you, And it's something that I've been facing a lot recently, and it's just what I also wanted to address to every single one of those people, especially if you're also going through the same thing. When ever you feel something like that, I appreciate the amount of courage, knowing that you're still here to this day, and you keep living to your life, you keep persisting through those hardships, even if you feel like you're falling down, even if you feel like you're failing, you just still chose to stand back up. Even if you come at the times where you feel like you're a failure and everything, and all those pessimistic feelings that you're experiencing in your life, and then, having to choose to get back up and everything. And it's always about the small habits, right? Like, let's just say, whenever you feel like, I don't want to swear, but, the poop word or anything, and then the small things that you do right after, it's always been like one of the first great big steps. Like, let's just say, if I was feeling so poopy all the way, like to the point where I started laying down, feeling all hopeless, or knowing what even is the point of life anymore, and then having to think about taking a bath, and small things just like that, it makes me think how, it's also a big step. Especially, like, let's just say, when I feel like crap. I don't want to say it again, but if I feel like poopy, like my days have been going poopy, and then all that I just did is I start working. I just had to start something, and it just made me realize to myself how this is like, no matter how much value does it has for a step, for an activity or something like that, it just feels like, even if it doesn't have to relate with school or related to what you're working on, but it's more like, or let's just say, it's more about your own development of yourself, let's just say. And that's also what I realized. And I also don't want to come as if I'm just the type of content creator who only gives advices to each and every one of you, and I don't want it to make it feel like I'm making an intention, or I'm creating a reputation of myself as if, I'm this kind of guru guy who just keeps telling advices. But I also wanted to feel like I'm resonating my problems to each and every one, whoever is watching this video right now. And I feel like it's also some great messaging, because I don't also have all the answers in the world, and I'm not sure if that makes any sense with everything that I have to say. But yeah, I just want to show each and every one of you that I'm also a human being that way, and I also struggle with things. I also have my bad days, just as also you do. And I hope whenever you also have a lot of things to go through, I hope you don't give up with it, because life is so precious. And, it's also okay when you feel like acknowledging, or let's just say you have those bad days, and when you have those bad days, it's really okay to feel like all those kinds of feelings where you feel like falling down. Whenever you feel all those negative things, it's pretty much normal, and I don't really want to discourage, or let's just, yeah, I think I used the word right. I just don't want you all to be discouraged just because of what you feel, you know, especially if it brings embarrassment to your part. It's really okay. It's a part of the journey. Even if it's really difficult right now, even if the odds of you getting out of this hole is very difficult, it's really okay because it's really a part of the journey. It's also what I've been thinking to myself as well. Even if I'm in the phase that I'm struggling so much with the kind of adjustments that I've been living into this life recently, and yeah, you know, I know it's very much difficult because I don't know. It's like it's one of the first things that I've like the way I've been feeling about my adjustments, about going back to school with new subjects and the new final products, or let's just say the kind of requirements I have to fulfill for this term, you know, and then the kind of feelings it gave me that I haven't been feeling ever since for a very long time. It's just so new, and it made me feel like I got caught myself off guard or something like that, but I don't know. So yeah, we all have our bad days, and you know, just to let you know, each and every single one of you, that whatever it is that you're going through, that doesn't really mean anything where you're just weak, or whenever you feel like you're having a bad day or anything, or whenever you feel like no one's there for you, whenever you just feel like you're alone, then I'm not sure if this feels corny if I say this, but you're not alone, man. Because I don't want to make it seem like I'm faking everything that I said, but to say this wholeheartedly and genuinely as a human being as well who is speaking through this phone, we're on this same boat together. Even if it doesn't have to be with the same problems, even if it doesn't have to be with, you know, what kind of problems that you're going through, and me having the same problem all the time, but like when it comes with the journeys, when it comes with the feeling of giving up, or when it comes to the feeling, or just how your story plays out and the way it just goes, the way human suffering works, or the way we process our human suffering, and you know, gathering all the experience that we have before in the past. That's why you're not alone. Like, let's just say I've experienced those feelings that you've also experienced before. Like, you know, that's how you're not alone, in a way. And that's why human failure can really get to make you learn something about yourself. It can make you feel like you want to learn. It adds up to your experience as an individual. It adds up to everything that you wanted to learn as you grow up. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm getting conscious again with the way I said, but you know, that's how life takes us. And I guess, you know, as much as how it really sucks, you just have to keep going with it, you know. And then at the same time, whenever you experience failure, you also get to point out first what has gone wrong for yourself before actually getting to try again. And you know, yeah, I guess that's also what I would have to say. And you know, it made me feel a little bit better recording this, because I actually get to speak out my feelings, you know, regardless of what I've been going through and everything. But you know, I also wouldn't tell each and every one of you, like, whenever you also feeling something, you know, whenever you also have to go through something, and then you're just bottling it up because it shows, yeah, it's not that problems make you weak or whatever. It's basically the opposite of that, you know. So I guess that's just everything that I really need to say about this video. And you know, I just don't want to make this as long and everything, and I hope you get the message across. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave the like and subscribe. And I don't honestly really know what the point of this video is, but I feel like it's more of a rambling video about everything, so I guess it just stays away from the norms where I keep, you know, whenever I tell stories and then give advices. It's something that I don't want to, you know, the kind of reputation that I don't want each and every one of you people to know what this channel is all about, especially the kind of content that comes from my thoughts. So yeah, Thank you everybody for hanging out. Turn those notifications in case if you don't want to miss any type of videos I can create. Leave a like, subscribe. I don't think I have social medias for now, but yeah, that's gonna be have for me for today, whatever that is. And yeah, see you guys, and goodbye.